So, on to turn 3. Again, there are no additional victory points. I've got one for the secondary objective, but no command cards have been removed yet. So, into turn 4. Turn 4, mediums arrive automatically, so you get your Fire Forged, I believe.
I started doing my command deck. Yes,
and
Fire Forged turn up.
I will get my Trolls. And then you roll, and your heavy Stoneforged arrive on a 3+. So my last unit arrives. So roll your reinforcements for your Stoneforged, 3+.
3+. Come on, Stonies. Yeah, everyone's on the board.
Because of how late Huster decided to join the battle, I lost out entirely on his supremacy ability. Because what it does is it allows me to increase the required rolls by 2 for all remaining units. But because he wasn't on the board at the beginning, I couldn't use it this turn.
Yeah.
That would have been sort of ideal. But sadly, he needs to be on the board to use it.
Yeah, then you would have outnumbered me.
I would, for 1 turn.
Still could be enough. Delaying my reinforcements by 1 turn allows you to crush what's on the field.
Yeah, it can be very useful if you get him early, but because we both got a lot of units last turn.
We did.
Okay.
Oh, we definitely
create our decks. All right. Yeah, you have one more than me. I've got 9.
So, for once in, well, forever.
Yeah, the Dweghom usually have fewer.
Mm.
So I actually get the plus or minus.
How come you have a... Oh, yeah, of course, you completed the initiative. My bad.
Yeah. I rolled a 5. That's a good number.
That is a good number. I also rolled a 5. So, first or second?
I would like to go first.
Thought so. Hit me!
I will, very, very hard, with my Huskals.
Ah, okay.
So they are 12 inches away. They've got a move of 5, which means I cannot get the charge on the first move.
No.
But they do have throwing weapons, so it is worth using my first move to go 4 forward and then 1 to there to 5.
Mm-hmm.
And my second one to charge.
Yes.
So I need...
I think you probably need the 8.4.
Yeah.
Obviously you don't really want to have to rotate around. Cause if you can get above, so that'd be a 4. A 4
I would say an 8.
Straight into it.
In a straight line, 8 will get me to you, so I need to roll 3 or higher.
Yeah.
Don't forget that they have the Bastion draw effect, which means they all have +1 defense.
Mm-hmm.
So I need, 3 or more. Don't fail me now. Come on. Oh, yes. I thought that was a 2.
Nice.
Oh, close. All right, so they charge the full 8 forwards and then wheel into contact. There. Okay. Throwing weapons, so they get impact hits.
They do.
I don't know how that works with multiple ranks, actually. And it is the number of stands in contact with the charge target.
Yes, so you get 6. No, 4.
The Jarl has 7 attacks.
So he gets impact hits too, yeah?
He does have throwing weapons, yes.
Yes, so he gets round up, I think.
It
rounds
down. So he gets 7 and then 4 for the Huskals and 4 for the other Huskals. So 15. Halved is 7.5, rounded down 7 impact hits.
7 attacks. We resolve them as normal, which means they do hit, and I just take saves against them. So my whole ballista have a defense of 2 and a shield. So they get
wait. Each stand not in contact contributes 1 impact hit.
Oh, does it? So that's another 5?
4.
11.
I guess that's for the added weight.
Yeah, of the attack.
So...
11 on 3s. I think that's a lot of people dead. 1, 2, 3... Oh, hang on. 4 save, which means 7 die.
Oof.
And
that is nasty.
Yeah, I don't like impact hits at all in this game. I think they're overpowered because you don't have to roll them. And another 3 leave, so I'm left with 2 guys on the field, which means they are broken and not shattered, so just broken. State
The little
2.
arrows. Okay. Well, so they're broken, which means they get the little broken thing.
The little sticky.
Right. I feel I need to reveal one of my side objectives. It's not completed, but it's one that we have never ever managed to complete.
Okay.
It's the one that's break and then shatter in combat on the same turn.
Mm-hmm.
It's virtually impossible to do, right?
It is. You need the enemy unit to have more than 4 pieces in it to be able to do it.
I'm not suggesting...
I have the exact same objective.
Really?
Yeah.
What I propose is another house rule. And it's entirely possible, if you're watching this and you know that we're understanding this rule incorrectly, please, or this objective incorrectly, please do let us know. I propose a house rule of, instead of break and then shatter, it could be break and then destroy.
Mm-hmm.
Because then it's still sort of a 1-2 punch. But like in this case, if I charged you and then wiped them out in the same turn, which I can't do because second move was the charge.
Now, but you could have had it been your first move that was the charge.
Then theoretically I could have got that objective, but I still have no idea, because it's one of these weird things where you're hitting them, but you don't want to hit them too hard because you don't want to destroy them, you just want to shatter them.
Yeah.
And it just seems like a really odd requirement. But...
yeah, I'm happy to go with broken and then shattered or destroyed as the rule.
Okay. All right. So,
turn.
If you want, as we both have it, we can have that as the rule for this game as well.
Mm-hmm. That sounds fine to me. So I've just got to break you and then kill you in that same turn.
Yes. But it has to be 2 separate things. So one action causes the break, one action causes the shatter or death.
Okay, my go. I'm going with my Inferno Automata now.
Okay.
The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to attempt a combat.
Aura of Death. We forgot it again.
Aura of Death, yes.
So that's 2 on my Bow Chosen and
1 on
I'd say 2 on my Ugo because it's diagonal.
Yeah, well, it's definitely
not quite diagonal,
but it's almost it's as close as you're going to get really in this, isn't it?
I suppose. All right, so 2 on my Bow Chosen, they have a defense of 1. They both 2 died, so that's another base gone.
Yay!
And my Uga, they have a defense of 2.
2.
And they also suffered 2 wounds. They, however, do have 4 wounds each.
So I'm going to go all out. I'm going to inspire.
Okay.
And then I'm going to do 8 attacks against the Bow Chosen.
Okie dokie.
4s. So 4 hits on a defense of 1.
Okay. 2 saves, 2 dead.
2 resolve.
2 resolve, and then resolve... Oh no! Oh hell! They've got 2 wounds each.
Have they?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Well...
We're really good at this game, aren't we, Charlie?
Yeah, so good. I think we probably should bring this unit back in then.
Fair. I'll get another...
Drop him down to... Actually, no, we can just get rid of him, and then you can roll 2 resolves. See if another dude runs away. Whoops.
Sure, we're just gonna keep going with this.
Yeah, I don't really want to.
Resolve is 3, so that's 1 wound. That's not even a.
I wish I'd known that before, but never mind.
It's entirely on me for not noticing that my own things are 2 wounds. We're sorry that we're so terrible at this. Like I said, I didn't say it this time. I said it in the last game. We're mostly self-taught, and we. Yeah. I apologise.
Self-taught. That's an excuse.
Yeah. I think it's a pretty good excuse.
It's not bad. So how many points are those bow chosen worth? Because they're really good.
They are 240 points for 3 bases, 3 stands.
Mad. So they're only 40 points more than my automata.
All right, my Uga. So, how do you do a combat reform?
If the result is higher than highest resolve characteristic in your regiment, then your regiment has made a fighting reform.
Yeah, so it's a resolve check.
Oh, yeah.
And
Sorry, below it's made a clean reform.
Resolve of 2 is probably not worth it.
What were you going to do with them?
I was just thinking of moving them so that I had more in contact.
Ah, so just like moving them down.
Basically, yeah. It would also get them slightly further away from your Steel Forged.
It would.
But instead, I will... Let's see, you've got... How many wounds do they have? They've got 4 each, so that means they've got 7 wounds between them. It's unlikely that I... Then again, I've got Cleave 2.
Yeah, that instantly knocks off.
Leaving
And
you
of
with
course, my
defense.
resolve, I have to re-roll it if you're flanking me.
True. You see, what my thinking is, it might be worth trying it without the Inspire, so that I can then reform so I don't get charged in the flank.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to try it. I'm going to go for that. I'm going to go for the ambitious play, not inspiring, and just hitting with 8 attacks from them, and then 9, 10, 11, 12 attacks. Alright, so 12 attacks on 3s. Ooh.
So that was
7?
5 missed, 7, yes.
5, 6, 7 hits, and you have defense of 1.
Defense of 1, so I save 1, and I lose 6 wounds. And I roll 6 resolves. And... yeah, there's no way I'm...
Wipe out?
Wipe out.
Ooh.
Didn't mean to make him flash.
They just look like giant flaming orangutans to me.
They do.
Maybe it's just
I do agree.
like the quality of the 3D rendering of this, whatever.
Yeah, it's weird just how it's like very triangular in its nature.
Yeah,
but it's because
he
took it from a scan.
Yeah, I've no idea how he did this. Very clever. By the way, we're not like complaining about the quality of this. This is a fantastic mod. All right, so I will then do a reform, which is not a thing I do often, so I will need to look up.
Reform, it's not a combat reform anymore. It means you can just freely change the layout of your regiment. However, I don't think...
The centre must not move, and no stand may move further than its march distance, but it looks like I can completely turn around.
You can completely rotate the unit. I wasn't sure you could rotate, but you can.
Well, theoretically, they could like rotate individually, so none of them move more than 6 inches. But in practice, I could like do that.
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Then the woods are mine. I name these the Uga Woods. The Uga Wooder.
Okay, so my turn. I've got the Blistay, which are now dead. They have to reform first, which is unlikely. 3.
Sorry, what's this?
Reform.
Your Blistay
rally.
Sorry. A rally.
So combat rally. Oh, it doesn't rely on resolve. They just automatically.
No. I think that's just an automatic thing.
And then I do 2 clashes.
I think unless I'm terrifying.
Yeah, I get a -1 on a resolve. If I'm terrifying. If you're terrifying, I think fearsome. You have to on the combat rally. You have to roll and check your resolve. Anyway, 2 attacks at clash 1. Nothing. So
you're not going to try and withdraw. You're just going to fight it.
There's no point in saving them. Is there 2 guys? They're going to melee down the line. I mean, the difference is that maybe they wouldn't get in the way of my Thanes charging, but
true. I'm sorry, Charlie.
No, it's okay.
Your man. Time for my raiders. Oh God, no! Don't pick him up. Don't pick. What are you doing?
Whatever you do, don't control Z.
Yeah. Slot him in there. Okay. Right, try picking them all up from this angle. Right. Now, these are in a very awkward place.
They are, yeah.
I was sort of expecting your guys to still be alive. I actually think it's probably worth just doing a combat reform. Sorry, a reform.
And just rotating them.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to do that, okay. It's going to reform to get them there. And then 4 to there. And then 1 round. Okay. I've got a bit of a log flume at this side. It's funny how in our last game, the centre of the board was completely unoccupied because there was a big statue in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
This time it's completely unoccupied because there is nothing in the middle.
And because Bochosen have got it marked down.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, your guys managed to charge into my whole ballista across the whole distance that I had left. I should not have moved forward, should I? Oh well, never mind.
Okay, that's my raiders. Over to you.
Cool, what have I got next? Steel Forged. So, distances 14 to there. 11.2 to there.
If you charged my Huskars, you would get impact hits.
I would.
And it would be a flank charge. I wouldn't get my shields.
Yeah. However, I have to rotate to be able to do it, which means I lose 5 inches of movement.
Then you get a free rotate.
When I declare the charge, but I don't get that first. So I've got 6.
Well, if you rolled a 6, you would just be able to charge from right where you are.
Yes.
Don't try it. It's not going to work.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3. And then 3. And that leaves me with a 4 required to hit the charge.
Yep.
Well, I'm going to have to go for it, aren't I? Because I haven't got any other choice right now.
They don't have any kind of range, do they?
No, unfortunately not.
No.
Oh, I do get to say whether or not they are going to... Sorry, they get the flux thing. I'm going to give them the extra attacks for this time, so hopefully if they can hit the charge, they will get extra impact hits.
Very true. Yes, that is a good use of it.
But will they hit the charge? No.
Oh.
They move 1 inch forwards and are stranded right in front of the ogres. Great.
Excuse me, we're called Uga.
Uga, sorry, Mr. Uga.
For your, for your, what's the word?
Information?
For your insolence, for your mistake, we are going to charge you in the flank next turn.
Yeah, I figured that.
Due warning and all.
Oh, yay! It is shaping up after the first battle, after all.
All right, my bow chosen A.
Mm-hmm.
I was sort of expecting you to have, moved something within range by now.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else that is actually ranged? Fireforged?
Fireforged have some ranged, yeah.
16-inch. Is that it? Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and your sorcerer.
Of course, yeah, he gets a spell.
Yeah, he's going to be threatening, and he's coming on this turn. I kind of want to get the shot off on them. Alright, I'm going to use my bow chosen to move. Let's go with 4 inches to there, and then 1 inch round. So tell me. Yeah! They're now in range for a barrage 2.
Yeah, so you get 12 shots.
Let me just find precision.
You, on a 1, ignore my defense. And my defense becomes 0 unless obviously I have a shield.
Oh, I see, right.
So basically you shoot from my eye holes and ignore your armor. So I can use my evasion still.
Yeah.
But only on those that hit 1s.
Okay.
So just don't roll any 1s and I'll be fine.
Alright, well, I get my 12 shots, because although it's obscured because of long range, they have 2 shots each.
Mm-hmm.
So I get 12 shots, and they are hitting on 2s. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 for 6 hits.
Yes. However,
and
three
of them...
Of course 3 of them were 1s. Right, Right. Okay.
Well,
so
logically, it makes sense. Half of the ones that hit, I guess. So if you want to do the
yeah, I suppose it does. But I think for the dice roll, it's a bit many. But
if you want to do the 3 defense ones first.
So 3 defense requiring 5s. Do you have any armor piercing?
No.
No. Okay. So they're all fine.
Yep.
Now I get an evasion of 2 on the other guys.
Damn, that's still pretty good.
That's okay. So 2 wounds.
2 wounds. Considering, because evasion is supposed to be like you're quick enough to avoid them.
Yes.
But like, you have an armor of 5.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
How is it that something with that much armor is also evasive?
Because we said so. Okay, Dragon Slayers, these guys. Okay, I'm just going to have to run down the middle, I think.
Well, my Uga might not be charging your Steel Forged.
Him back very gently.
So easy to do that.
Oh, wait, hang on. Okay, so we want to go to there. Do you want Uga get impact hits because they're brutes?
Sorry?
Uga, they get impact hits, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, well, I'll just have to shrug that off.
He's going to take it on the chin with Orlick Vakris.
Mm-hmm.
What's his supremacy ability?
The Enduring Mountain, which allows him to do one thing. Your regiments ignore 1 point of cleave or 1 point of armor piercing from any attacks for this turn, or for the turn this supremacy ability was activated, basically. So you can ignore 1 cleave or 1 armor piercing.
Well, if I may make a suggestion, that might be worth doing next time when my Uga charge you.
Mm-hmm. Seeing as they have cleave 2 and I'm going to die.
Have you got cleave 4?
I do have cleave 4. The Dragon Slayers are a very powerful unit, so I'm not too worried about them. As long as they can survive the charge from those flipping free hits that things just seem running and stuff. I just don't get that. You run at something. I get that, the impact hits. I'm not too worried about the Dragon Slayers if they can just withstand the charge.
It's the Jarl.
Yep, he's the big boy. He gets a big movement, doesn't he?
Sorry?
Oh, the Jarl. Sorry, I thought...
Not the Jotnar.
Yeah.
No, the Jarl Haster, my warlord.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's useless. He can do nothing. He has no one to duel.
Not yet.
All of your characters are miles away. 2 of them aren't even on the board yet. Okay, that was just a pointless move then. Over to you.
Thank you. Free move for me. Same thing. However, if these guys are not within 12, so never mind. You'll go.
Okay.
Should really get around to setting characters as first, if they have that draw event.
It's useful sometimes. It wouldn't have been useful for me. It probably would have been useful for you.
Yeah.
If you wanted to get your Thanes, but it's just such a situational thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think but it's a draw event, so theoretically you can do it once per turn.
Yeah, you have to kind of guess, because you have to already set up your deck so that your commander isn't near your unit, because you're either going to activate this unit or another, and you put that one further back so that you can immediately activate it. So, say for example, next turn, I knew I wanted to use these Steel Forged first. I could put my Hold Ray first in order that I can use them definitely first, and then just have them last. But I don't see the point. I just put the card in there,
Yeah, I tend to have my characters at the bottom.
Yeah,
unless there's a duel coming up.
The characters
right
underneath the units that have played them.
I've moved 5, and then I will be shooting. So as I am inside the cover, it counts as not shooting through. Am I correct in that?
Yep.
At least in our new interpretation, which again may not be correct.
8 shots this time. Because on my armor.
I'm actually within half range.
Mm-hmm.
So I get 8 shots on 2s, I believe.
If you move,
I really didn't see these guys getting any shots in this game.
No, me neither. Oh, how did you have 3 ones again? Right, I'll roll the 1 this time. So
okay.
Evasion of 2 for the Dragon Slayers, and none of them evade.
Alright, so that's 3 wounds.
Another 1.
On a 4.
4, he saves, so I lose 3 guys.
How many wounds do these guys? Let's check. Just the 1 each, okay.
Yeah, see, they're 305, and they're only 1 wound, but they obviously have huge defense.
Yeah.
Wound 2 just strikes me as a odd choice.
It is a very odd thing. That's why it threw me in. My trolls, I think, have 2 wounds each, but they have regeneration, so that sort of makes sense. They're like small monsters.
Yeah.
But the bow chosen, maybe it'll be revealed in the model. Like, I've now seen the Hellbringer Drake model, and whereas we imagined a dragon breathing fire,
It's actually like
it seems to be more like an armadillo with cannons on its back.
Yeah.
So maybe when the bow chosen are revealed and they seem to be sort of half monster creatures, that might make a bit more sense.
Hold Thanes.
Ah, they're in a bit of a tricky spot.
Yeah, nothing about this battle has gone right at all for me, to be honest. Everything just seems to be overlapping and not hitting where it wants to be. Because this would have been fine had I not committed these, had these struck. But they've committed and they didn't strike, so... And I've lost my...
Well, you do have the majority of your falls coming on. You've only lost the Automata and the Ballistae.
Yeah, I haven't lost that much, but I feel like I'm very spread.
I get what you mean. You're tilted. You know, you're thrown off balance. And yeah, that can be a real negative when like you lose essentially a flank.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's give this a go.
Going for the flank charge.
I am.
Is this a charge?
No, they're not going to get. I'm not going to get. I just need to get them in. I don't know how else I can get them into this combat.
Because if I manage to kill your 2 Ballistae, I could then charge on my second move.
You could.
And get all the impact hits again.
There we go. So, okay, if I get a 1, I'm going to roll. I'm going to see what I get. And then I'll just let the dice decide. I got a 3.
That's fair. So you got 8 inches.
This might not work. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4.
Mm-hmm.
Then 90-degree turn. And that's another 2. And that should connect and rotate like that.
Yep.
If I'm correct.
Okay, flank charge.
And I actually can get a free inspire and do a clash.
I swear you moved before you rolled for the charge.
I did not, no. I was thinking about it, and I rotated slightly, and then I rotated back and said, roll the dice. Yeah, I'm going to take some attacks. Yay me!
Alright, well, you're in contact with the Jarl Hasta now.
I am, so this is going to go badly for me. So I get 9 attacks, because 2 guys are in base contact, and 1 is a support. I'm clashing on
the free inspire. So you normally clash on 3s, plus the 1 for the free inspire.
It was a 3.
Ooh.
Just rolled over onto a 5. So 5 hits.
5 hits. My Huskarls have shields. You cleave 1. Okay. Yes. So that gets rid of their +1 defense for the Thegan, bringing them back down to 2s.
Mm-hmm. Did you say they had shields?
So, shields on the front, but they've got 2 defense, and then they've got the shield and the Thegan. Mm-hmm. So they still get the Thegan, which cancels out your cleave.
Yes, and so they're on 2s. Yes, that's okay.
They're on 2s. 5 on 2s. 4 wounds.
Okay, now your resolve is where you might fall down.
Yep, so I've lost 1 base at least.
Mm-hmm.
So their resolve. How does resolve work with a character? Do they get to use his or something? Well, I do get... How many stands have I got? I've got 6 stands, so I do get +1 to the resolve.
Doesn't say the highest in the unit.
Yep, you are correct. So they have a resolve of 3 plus the 1 for having 6 stands.
So 4,
a resolve...
You do have to re-roll though, I'm afraid.
Because it is in the flank.
Yes.
So re-roll 2 of them.
Mm-hmm.
So 2 extra wounds, 3 extra wounds.
I'm happy with that. That will do for today. for this turn.
All right. Nice charge. My next one is Yoga. 2 that way. That's 4. And then 3 to there. 4, 5, 6. Okay. That's Yoga done. Not a lot he can really do. I put him there just in case I couldn't kill your automata with my 3 other units.
Yeah.
I may have gone a bit overkill on the automata. Alright, your turn.
Yeah, considering the automata were...
They're
only a light unit, yeah. Okay, Fireforged. Right, these guys coming in.
There's your line, because that's the furthest point. One of my units is forward.
Okay, I think I'll come on this side.
Okay.
I'll come in here. Whoops. That jumbled around a bit too much.
This is Bolin Burrow.
Yes, Bolin's here. They give you a good shaking down.
He's the only one who didn't make an appearance in our last game, because both Boris and Orlik were in the previous one.
So we'll go... Well, enough to bring us on, so do 3.
Yep.
No, I will put it down, and I'll turn from him. And then I will do a volley into your dudes.
Ooh, okay.
And they can quite easily see these guys here.
Yep.
All of them, I think, probably
Yeah,
without,
I'd say you've got...
using the ballistae, and they could all hit them, couldn't they?
I'd say you definitely have a clear shot there, yeah.
Yeah. I have a Temper Steel Shaper, who obviously gets shots, but I'll do the Fireforged first. They have 1 shot each, Barrage 1, Armor Piercing 2.
Oof.
So that's quite good, but they only have a volley of 2. I have 12 guys.
Alright.
2s to hit. Oops. That was good. I'm happy with that. That's good. That's
I like your wooden dice.
Yes, I also like my wooden dice. I picked them out this morning.
So 5 hits.
5 hits. That's obviously just from the Fireforge. Would you like me to do the ones from the... Because
he doesn't have armor piercing, so
no.
If I do my rolls for the armor piercing ones first. So they have 2 plus the 1 for the shield plus the 1 from the Thegan, bring it up to 4 minus the 2 because of armor piercing, bringing them to 2. And it was 5 hits. On 2s. Ooh, 4 losses.
Oh, jeez. Shall I do the sorcerers before we do resolve?
It's a range shot, so it doesn't inflict resolve.
It doesn't. Of course it doesn't. No, my bad. Never mind. Sorcerer, barrage of 4, hitting on 3s.
What's their range anyway? 16. Yeah, they're within the half.
He's range 20 anyway, so that's fine.
Yep.
2 shots with no
Okay.
armor or anything, so you should take your normal saves.
Yay. 2 on 4s. Yep.
4s are
both
much
saved.
nicer than 2s, aren't they?
Yeah. And I have to do a real jiggery to get some 4s over here. Have to be hit from the right angle and have a particular guy with them.
Yeah.
Okay. My penultimate card is the Trolls. My final unit is coming onto the board.
I'm interested to see what they do.
As am I.
If you can reach anything.
So they have Cleave, Fearsome, and a regeneration board draw event. And they move 7 inches.
Oof.
I think I will wait there.
My next card is my Tempered Steel Shaper.
He's got magic, right?
He does have magic. His magic is Home Blades, which allows him to give +1 clash to the regiment near them.
How long does that last?
until the end of the turn. No use this turn. I need to cast it earlier on.
Yeah.
In the
I
game.
suppose he wasn't on the board earlier on.
No, there was no point. So, your go.
Okay, my final card gives him +2 volley. So I'll just mark that on him. So he has a volley of 4. Because the trolls don't actually have any range things. But they do have cleave. Alright, Anarcha isn't going to do anything. He's only got a barrage of 12, which I believe is out of range. Yeah.
Okay. So my go now?
Yep, all of your goes now. I'm done.
Forged. Now, can you redraw that line for me that you had on?
Oh.
I'm pretty sure that's where we were.
Yeah.
So bang! I was nearly perfect. With my...
Okay, Charlie. Okay, just move your Stoneforged on and be happy with it.
Okay, I'm going to put them here. Now, I don't know if I'm actually going to rejiggle that formation.
Oh, I would recommend you do.
Because obviously bouncing right.
You're just going to be jam-packed between some hay bales in the edge of the board.
I am. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move it over. So that one is in the center. And I'm going to put this one in the back.
Ooh, you might have a hard time just getting on the board, you know.
Do you think that when they say come on the board, you can just do this?
I don't think so, no.
It's not just a 5-inch movement. Because that means they just rotate onto the board. They just walk on. But I do think you're right about that. I need to try and move forward and rotate.
I mean, if I was to make a recommendation, I'd say come onto the board further back, like here. And then rotate and march through. Otherwise, you're just jamming yourself into a corridor and my Jotnar is right there.
He is, yeah. Okay, let's do that. And then let's march 10. So, I mean, I could have ended up over here, but the thing is I would have been there. So I'm not really comfortable with that position.
He's really big. It's like I'm looking at it from the perspective of like your guys, and my Yogger is almost as tall as the trees. Or maybe not, but you know,
he's halfway there.
It's a hell of a lot further than you are.
Okay, my last character,
tiny bodice.
He just rotated for some reason.
I'm going to guess it's Boris.
Boris Olgard. Yeah. Okay, he has a spell called Fireball. Baby, I'm a fireball.
What is his range on Fireball?
20 inches.
Ooh, okay, he can hit Yogger unobstructed.
He can.
Or he can hit any of the others obstructed.
I'm going to hit Yogger because he's huge and I want to hit him. I want to hurt him. He looks mad.
Yogger don't like that.
Ah, no, he doesn't have a... Sorry, his barrage has a range of 20. His spell has a different range. It's 12 inches. Which
that
can't hit.
Is not quite in range.
No, so never mind. Your go. Well, no, not your go. End of the turn.
Yogger heard what you said.
Yogger's going to come and hurt the Stoneforge now, Yogger
angry.
He's on his way.
Anyway, I believe you have one death.
I do. My Inferno Automata.
No. So I get 1 for that.
You do.
So turn 5. Everything's on the board, so we don't need to worry about reinforcements. We just build our deck.